Happy Thursday night, everybody, and welcome to my Facebook Live. My name is Grace Pomeroy, and I'm a financial educator, speaker, and coach, and I will help you make money your friend in life, work, and love. I don't know about where you are, but it is really chilly here in Minnesota. I was just looking at the thermostat as I was preparing for this, and we are currently at -5 and dropping. It's so cold that my business that I work for 40 hours a week even said that we could wear jeans all next week just to keep ourselves warm. All right, so tonight's theme is all about money regrets and things that you will stop spending money on. But before we get there, I have a really awesome giveaway to share with you. As many of you I'm sure know, I had my Date Night Club launch 2 weeks ago, and if you haven't heard anything about it, let me give you a brief description. This is a great way for you to reconnect with your partner and reconnect with your money life, and all while having a fun date night with your partner. You're gonna get an email from me on a different financial topic every week with a video, an icebreaker, some discussion questions, and even an activity. You complete all of this in 30 minutes or less. It's a great way for you to up your money game in 2019. If you haven't joined, you can join today for $15 a month on my website, so feel free to check out the link in today's post to do just that. But for those who snuck in early for that great price of $5 a month, I have a giveaway for you. I mentioned that you'd be able to win a free access to my marriage and money survey. So without further ado, let's see who won. Alrighty, so I've got a couple names here in the hat. Let's see who won this money date night deal. And it looks like our winner is Michelle Boss. Congratulations, Michelle, on winning this marriage and money survey. I'll be contacting you with more details about how you can access that survey. For those of you who might be interested, my marriage and money survey is a survey that you and your partner take separately, and then I will come together, analyze the results to help you find your strengths and your growth areas in the money area as a couple as well as individuals. It's a great way to learn more about your money life together with an objective third party. I'll also include that link in today's post too. Alrighty, so I promised we were going to touch on this topic of what you'll stop doing. And I mentioned that I'm going to share my own story of something that I stopped spending money on entirely. I actually went pretty much cold turkey on this. So to give you a little bit of a backstory, about 4 years ago, I started working at my current business, Portico Benefit Services. We do benefits for ELCA Lutheran Church Ministries. And as a part of my role, I lead pre-retirement seminars. So about 30% of the time, I'm supposed to be traveling, going out, meeting our members at events. And during this pre-retirement seminar, I am generally up presenting for about 8 hours at a time. It is a long day. And usually after that day is over, myself and my coworkers, we get excited to go out and try a new place for dinner in this new city we're in. It's about the only part of the day where we get to actually explore the city and try something new. And usually while we're at that dinner, we'll have drinks together. Now, as I mentioned, I work for a religious organization, so something we can't do is put drinks on the tab. While the company will certainly cover our dinner, we can't have the company cover those drinks. So we're expected to pay for those out of pocket. Now, the first year I was there, I noticed that pretty much everybody enjoyed having a drink when we were out together. Nobody was getting drunk or anything crazy like that. We just enjoyed sharing a drink or two in another's company. And so I wanted to fit in with everybody. I decided to go along with this same approach and have drinks. Now, something that you might need to know about me to understand this story better is that ever since I started drinking at the age of 21, it's never been something I really enjoyed. I enjoyed making different drinks, getting into cocktails, but I've never been someone who drank very much. And in fact, I'm a super big lightweight. And most of the time that I drink, I just don't feel super great afterwards, even if I don't have a lot to drink. So as I was beginning to do this with coworkers, trying to socialize with them, trying to be one of the crowd, I realized I was spending quite a bit of money on these drinks when we were out on the town after these seminars or out on these trips. And I wasn't feeling great after I did that. And more than that, I would stop drinking kind of midway through my drink and then feel like I've wasted all of this money. So about a year ago, I made a decision that I was going to stop drinking when I was at business events. And even more than that, I was also going to stop drinking at some of my other personal events that I was at too, because I realized the biggest reason I was drinking was because of the social aspect of it. This was just something that everybody did, so why shouldn't I go along with the crowd? But I was also wasting quite a bit of money in the process. So I decided to let it go. Occasionally I still drink when there's a bottle of wine out on the table and I can serve the exact amount that I want and not feel guilty about it and carry around that same glass of wine the whole evening. But I stopped. It made me feel so much better in so many ways. Financially, I feel better because I'm not spending extra money when I'm out on these trips. Number two, I feel better physically because I'm not forcing myself to do something that my body doesn't really enjoy. And number three, while I certainly disappointed some people because I'm not having a drink with them at dinner, I encourage them to have one with me, and I'm drinking water and it's just fine. I realized that that social pressure that I felt was so burdensome really wasn't a big deal at all. So I'm curious for you guys, what is something you are considering stopping doing in your financial life? I know someone shared an example today on Instagram that I just had to tell you guys about. A friend of mine named Allison put on Instagram that she wants to stop spending money on coffee while she's out. So for instance, she might go out to coffee with somebody and buy a coffee at Starbucks or Caribou or somewhere like that. And she wants to really put a condenser on that. She doesn't want to spend as much money on those purchases. So what she did is actually get a gift card for herself. So instead of stopping cold turkey like I did, you might want to just reduce spending in one area. And what she's doing is making sure she only spends using that gift card every month, because that's what she's budgeted for coffee purchases. And beyond that, she's not going to spend money on coffee. I just thought that was a completely brilliant idea. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Is there something that you want to stop spending money on, or you want to reduce your spending on? And how are you doing that? Or maybe it's something you've already done. It'd be great to see you comment and share that with the group if you can think of anything. Another example that's coming to mind for me is of some folks that I've been talking to as I've been going through these big goal strategy sessions. Folks are saying that they're pretty tempted to go out shopping and spend a lot of money, especially if they've got shopping places nearby. It's pretty easy to slide into that habit. So another great idea, like Allison's idea, is to bring a gift card with you or to bring cash with you. This is something I used in seminary when I knew I was spending too much money on eating out and entertainment on the weekends. I would go every Friday to the ATM, pull out a specific amount of money, and that was all I had for the weekend to use. So again, finding little ways to limit yourself is really great. So I'm going to check in with our comments here and see if anybody had any ideas. Looks like Beth has a thought. She also stopped purchasing coffee when she realized it wasn't making her body feel good. And as a plus, it's great for your pocketbook. So this is just another reminder that stopping this habit might not just be good for your pocketbook, it's also great for your well-being in many different ways. So keep commenting, keep adding in, even if you aren't watching live. I'd love to hear about a habit that you are stopping or reducing this year and what that's been like for you so far. If you'd like some extra accountability or some help in creating a strategy, that's what my big goal strategy session is all about. At the end of last year, I gave away some of my big goal strategy sessions, and I just finished all of the giveaways, and it was so much fun to chat with people about their big goals, from travel to repaying debt. I'll be talking with a couple soon who's preparing to have their first child, and what does it mean to financially prepare to have kids. If you're preparing for a big goal in your life, I would love to speak with you, help you break down that big goal into manageable pieces and think of everyday strategies to help make that goal a reality. You can find out more information about that session in the post that's on top of this video and on my website, gracepomroy.com. That's Grace, Pomroy.com. Now, if you don't have a big goal, that's fine too. Let's say you just want some accountability of thinking about how to avoid those coffee purchases, or how to spend less at the mall, or how to reduce your utility bills. We can talk about those things as well during that session. How to create good habits is something I'm all about when it comes to money. It's about how you live with it every day, not just the big moves that you're making. Alrighty, well, that's all that I've got for tonight. Please check out our big goal strategy session that's on my website, and also take a look at this week's blog post all about money regrets and how to move past them and not get stuck in those ideas. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I look forward to seeing you next Thursday, same time, same place. See you later.